Hi all, this is a beginner tutorial for those of you wishing to install Ubuntu on Windows 10 without dual booting or completely erasing your system. Firstly, we go through hardware and software required for this installation. Then I'd go through the software you're required to download. We then install VirtualBox, which is the virtual machine software we're using to host Ubuntu on Windows. Finally, I'd show you how to create the virtual machine and install Ubuntu. Firstly, we need to ensure that our system satisfies a few hardware requirements as shown here. To do this, go to your Start menu and type in System Information. In this step, we're going to check to ensure that our system meets the requirements for processor and RAM. We need at least a 2 GHz dual-core processor. So as we can see here, 2.8 GHz and 4 cores. And we need 2 gigs of RAM. We scroll down and we see installed physical memory. We have 16 gigs. Following this, we need to ensure that our system has enough storage space for this installation. So again, we go to the Start menu and type in Disk Management and click Enter. Here we can see our installed disks, and in this case, we're going to install on our local disk, drive D, which has a free space of 550 gigabytes, which is more than the required 25 gigs. Next, we're going to download a piece of software called VirtualBox, which is used to host Ubuntu on Windows 10. Open your web browser, in this case I'm using Google Chrome, and type in Oracle VirtualBox. And click Enter. We're going to go to the download section, and since we're on a Windows machine, we're going to click Windows Hosts. Save this file on your desktop. Now, as this is a large file, I've stored this prior to recording this video in order to save time. So I already have it downloaded. In addition to VirtualBox, we need to download Ubuntu itself. So type in Ubuntu, and we're going to click into the download section. We're going to download Ubuntu Desktop. So we click Ubuntu Desktop, and we're going to download Ubuntu, the LTS version, which is a long-term support version. Again, we click download and save this file to your desktop. Again, in the interest of time, I have downloaded this prior to recording this video. So you click save, but I'll click cancel. Next, we're going to install VirtualBox. Navigate to your desktop and find the file which you've previously downloaded. VirtualBox is going to be an exe file. The other file you downloaded is Ubuntu, and that will be a .iso file. We're going to leave this for later on. But for now, right-click on VirtualBox and click Run as Administrator. Click Yes to allow this app to make changes to your device. And we're going to click Next. In this window, ensure that VirtualBox is being installed to your required drive. In this case, it is a D drive as shown before. And we're going to click Next. Click Next. And click Yes. Click Install. This will install Oracle VirtualBox on your machine, and as you can see, the installer has added an icon to my desktop. We're going to uncheck Start Oracle VM VirtualBox and click Finish. After installing VirtualBox, you'd want to restart your machine. Click Start, the power button, and restart. After successfully restarting the machine, right-click on Oracle VM VirtualBox and click Run as Administrator. Click Yes. Now we're going to create the Ubuntu virtual machine. So for now, once Oracle VM VirtualBox Manager has started, click New. For the name of our operating system, we're going to use Ubuntu. Type Linux and version Ubuntu 64-bit. Now, in this case, I don't want this installed in my C drive, but I want this installed in my D drive because I have space on my D drive. So we're going to click Next. Now, the memory size recommended is 2 gigs and it should not be more than half of your total memory. So we're going to raise this to 2 gigs, 2048, and click Next. Now, we have a few options here for hard drives for your virtual machine. We are going to create a virtual hard disk now. So ensure the middle option is checked and click Create. In this case, we're going to use VirtualBox disk image. In this window, we select fixed size for our hard drive. So we create a hard drive which is statically allocated. In that case, we cannot change the size of it after installation, and it always takes up the amount of space on our current hard drive as we set here. So we're going to click Next. The recommended size is 10 gigs, but we have more space on our computer's hard drive, so I'm going to set this to 50 gigs and click Create. Now this portion of the video may take a while, so I have sped it up in the interest of saving time. As we can see, our hard drive has been created and Oracle VM VirtualBox Manager now shows a single virtual machine here called Ubuntu. Now we're going to install our Linux distribution Ubuntu on the Ubuntu virtual machine. So click to ensure that this virtual machine is selected and click Settings. We're going to go to Storage and under Controller, you're going to click the little blue icon which says Add Optical Drive. This case, we're going to click Choose Disk. Click Add and navigate to your desktop or wherever you previously downloaded the Ubuntu ISO file and click the image. Click Open and ensure it shows up in this drop down and click Choose. In this case, we're going to click OK and click Start. We will now install Ubuntu on our Ubuntu virtual machine. You can maximize the window. You can maximize the window to have a better view of what you're doing. We must wait a few moments for the virtual machine to initialize. A window will come up asking you whether or not you want to try Ubuntu or install Ubuntu. Because this is a virtual machine, we're going to select Install Ubuntu. Select your chosen keyboard layout and choice of installation language and click continue. We're going to click normal installation and download updates while installing Ubuntu, and we click continue. Now again, because this is a virtual machine we're creating and we've previously created our virtual disk, we select erase disk and install Ubuntu. There is no risk of you wiping any data on your Windows system here. Click install now. Again, we click continue. We select our designated time zone, for Spain in this case, and we enter our login credentials. We choose a password as required. And we click continue. Now we wait for the installation to conclude. This portion of the video is sped up in the interest of saving time. Once your installation is complete, click restart now. This will restart the virtual machine and you will now have Ubuntu installed. So we'll wait for this to restart. Here, we need to remove the installation medium, then press enter. So we go back to VM VirtualBox Manager, click settings, go to storage, and ensure that both of these controllers say empty, and you click OK, and we go back to our virtual machine and click enter. Once the virtual machine boots up, select the profile you initially created and enter the password. Click sign in. Booting up for the first time usually takes a while, but if you log in successfully, it means you've just successfully installed Ubuntu. Any software used in this video will be included, links to it will be included in the description for the video. This brings us to the end of installation. So just to recap, we ensured our system was suitable to install VirtualBox and Ubuntu. We downloaded VirtualBox, Ubuntu, and we installed it on our newly created virtual machine. Thank you for looking at this video.